What's going on, man? It's your big brother TREN. You tuned in again to another exclusive video. Don't change this video because I'm about to tell you some stuff, man. It's happening right now, but I don't think a lot of people actually see what's really happening. What we dealing with right now is called spiritual warfare in this country. All right, all this chaos, everything is messed up, everything is backwards, and it almost feels like confusion. Okay, it's like the Tower of Babel. You know what I mean? God confused the people so they can't even communicate. Okay, and that's when the Babylon failed. I think that's the right story in the Bible. I'm not 100% accurate. Somebody, Bible scholars, back down there in the comment section, please back me up. But what we dealing with right now in this country is called spiritual warfare. I think everybody can feel it. Everybody's being separated. Everything is collapsing. Everything is falling because God wants a new beginning. I think that's really what's happening right now. And I made a video earlier about P. Diddy. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, or make sure you watch that Diddy video I just uploaded on my channel earlier this morning. I didn't talk down on Diddy because I don't judge people. I leave that up to God. I don't get in nobody's business. What Diddy did, it is what it is. Okay, but everything happens for a reason. All right. But anyway, make sure you subscribe after this video. But I'm about to tell y'all something, man. I read this book years ago. It's called The Seven Mountain Prophecy, man. I read this book years ago. It's by Johnny Enlow. Don't worry, I'm going to put the link to buy this book off Amazon at the bottom in the comment section, okay? But I read this book called The Seven Mountain Prophecy, The Unveiling the Coming of Elijah Revolution. I read that book years ago, like 10 years ago. When did it come out? This book was copyrighted in, let me see the year right here. See if I can find the copyright real quick. I think this book was published 2018. Okay, this book came out back in 2018. And I remember I read it because somebody suggested us to read it at church, okay? Everything that's happened, everything that's said what happened in this book is happening right now in real time in this country, y'all. And this book, you know, The Seven Mountain Prophecy, it just basically talk about how God is gonna bring down all these different platforms or these different mountains, okay, because they perverse now, or you know, they not obeying God. They not doing things by the law that God want them to do it by divine nature, okay? And it said in this book, these mountains will crash. So I'm gonna just go over this table of contents. I ain't gonna tell you about the book or nothing. I'm gonna let you buy it for yourself. But we see it right now happening, like even with Diddy and all these other big time celebrities and these Hollywood stars. They getting locked up. A lot of them is dying. Rappers is getting, being a rapper is like it's like you the number one targeted person when you a rapper. All these rappers is getting shot. And you might say, well, you know, it's just because you got haters and jealous people and stuff like that, which is true. But I think it's a little deeper than that. I think that a lot of these music artists are cursing themselves, and they are cursing people that listen to their music with toxic energy. You know what I mean? And so when you spewing out this negative energy into the universe, it's gonna come back if it's toxic and you making money off of it, you know. So you got all these celebrities out here that's not doing right by God, and God is like bringing them to justice. I mean, like I said, I'm not judging Diddy. I don't know nothing about these other guys who being brought to justice, but all I know is God said that, you know, the last will be the first, and the first will be the last. Okay, and chosen ones, if you know what I know, you've never had a chance to be coming first. Probably all your life you've been struggling. Okay, you might have wanted to be a music artist, or you might want to be somebody in the media industry, or whatever the case may be, but you never could have made it happen. You know why? Because these people These Decepticons and these evil people that run stuff, they have made it to where you can only, if you only toxic or if you only doing negative stuff by their way of doing it, you can't even get in them industries. Okay, so you probably ask yourself, why I ain't been able to be big time at this? Why I haven't hit big yet? Because you're not like them. They not like us. Okay, you not like these people that you see on TV, these icons and these superstars. They own some demon time stuff. Literally, they'll tell you in their music, they'll tell you in plain sight that they worship whoever, right? But anyway, for instance, I'm gonna give you one of the chapters in this book. One of the mountains is the mountain of media. We see that media right now is all lies. Okay, remember the fake news term came out for media. This book explains how that mountain will fall, and that's your news. That's your television programs, all that stuff. You got the mountain of government right now. That mountain will fall. You see the confusion going on with the elections and how the GOVT, how they doing stuff that's not really cool and nobody agrees with it. You see it happening with them. The mountain of education. You see how the school system is not helping cultivating kids the way it should be anymore. They took God out the school. They took the Bible out the school, all that stuff. You feel me? And it said the mountain of education will fall. It's already falling pretty much because kids nowadays don't even learn nothing in school no more. They learn more at home when they playing on a tablet or iPad. You know what I mean? These kids nowadays are way smarter than what the curriculum is that these teachers are trying to teach them. But see, these teachers and these professors and people that teaching these students, they only can teach what they told to teach them. Okay, that's why I know these students are not interested in school no more, because they find more entertainment outside of school. You know what I mean? And they learning more outside of school in the streets, in the neighborhoods, than what they learning in school. The schools are not creative anymore. They out of date. The teachings are out of date. So that mountain will crash. The mountain of economy. We see that right now with the inflation. You know, we see the economy messed up right now. How I mean, don't nobody know what to do with it. We see the trillions and billions of dollars. The United States is in debt. We see all this stuff happening with the economy. And like I said, if you ask me, I think it's all happening for a divine planned purpose. I think the last will be the first and the first will be the last. I think that people who never had a lot of money, their season is coming up. That might be you, okay? You might be big time real soon. But what got to happen is God got to take that money and that currency away from them people by divine spiritual warfare. You feel me? These people that's mega rich, super famous, they can't even escape their fate because they done did so much dirt. Money can't even buy you out of what God has for you. If God bringing you to justice, you can't buy yourself out of that. No matter how much fame, no matter how much money you got, there's no escaping God's wrath. Okay, so we see that right now with economy. And if you going through something right now where you having financial issues, I know a lot of y'all out there going through a lot of financial issues, because I just posted on my community page if y'all wanted me to throw the retreat or not. I know y'all ain't been able to afford the retreat. I already know the majority of y'all ain't been able to afford the retreat, but soon you will. Soon you will be in better financial positions. As a matter of fact, some of y'all is starting to get into higher financial paying jobs and stuff. Even right now, it's transitioning. But see, God got to crash things. God got to bring things upon the nation, upon the country that is way out of everybody's control, so he can transfer the wealth to people who he wants to be in higher places. Okay, and we all know who in higher places right now. They ain't up to no good. The mountain of religion. You see the mountain of religion right now is nobody wants to be religious anymore. Everybody's wanting to be spiritual. They're like, I don't want to be a part of this denomination. Don't call me Muslim. Don't call me a Christian. Don't call me Buddhist. Don't call me none of this. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to be spiritual. I serve one God. That's it. Don't call me no names and put me in no box. So you see the mountain of religion already crashing now, even with churches. Not a lot of people even go to churches no more because people tired of being judged. People tired of putting on the front and putting on the act in most of these churches. I ain't say all the churches bad, but I'm just saying, like, there are churches out there who the leader of the churches are up to no good. They robbing people of their prosperity, you know, and these people go to church faithfully and they serve in the church, but they still struggling financially outside their church service and the church organization. But the pastors and everybody on the leaderboard, they thriving. How that make sense? Where they do that at? You know what I mean? If pastor riding on G5 jet, you know, half of his congregation at least got to have cars or something. So you can see that happening right now. The mountain of celebration. I don't really remember what that was. I forgot what the celebration mountain is. But that's why you need to get this book, The Mountain of Celebration. Another chapter in this book is called The Mountain of Family. That's crashed. It's collapsed. That's why you don't have family members sticking together no more. You don't have cookouts that much. If you still do, y'all blessed, bro. You never gonna you don't go to family unions no more. Family don't get along no more. Everybody hate each other. Everybody envying each other. Excuse me. I just got through eating some, I just been drinking a lot of freaking liquid and water. I'm burping like crazy, but pay me no mind. I'm normal, okay? But anyway, you see family not sticking together no more. You got a last name, the same last name as one of your family members and your cousins now, right? But they don't even care about you doing your success. They don't care about what you're trying to accomplish. They don't care nothing about building up the family name like the people who's been running this country for all years in this world. You know, the Vanderbilts and the Waltons. You know, most of these big time companies that you see out here that you buying stuff from, they owned by a certain few amount of families, because them families created dynasties and they all stuck together for the same purpose. But even they don't went left field. Even they don't went to the wrong way of doing things. So God bring it down family. He bring it down families. Okay? Because you know what? He gonna build it back up with the way he want his families to be. You know what I'm saying? Chosen ones. That's a type of family that I believe God trying to bring up. It's all different kind. You know, it's about what God wants to be done in the new earth. Okay? When I say the new earth, I mean a new world, as in the old ways are no longer working and new ways have to come into fruition for the people who God wants to be in leadership positions and presidential roles and the owners of mega companies. The family has to crash. The old way of things have to crash. That's why you got certain people like yourself. Like, that's why your family members, it's kind of like they don't even know you no more. You feel me? You don't even feel like they know who you are, because again, bro, God has a funny way of doing things, and it's not like how men do things. When God is building somebody up, God break them down first. If you in a situation where it feel like your life has been taken from you because nobody want to help you do nothing, nobody want to support your cause, your vision, or nothing, that is not necessarily something that happened because it was people just don't like you no more. No, it's an all divine plan. If you on God's side, he broke everything down. He break everything down in your life, and he builds you back up into a new person again. You feel me? That's why in the story, when you read the story about Jesus of Nazareth in the Bible, that's why when it say when he went back to his hometown, that's why it say nobody really understood who he was. They didn't know who he was because he was a different type of person than what they know him as. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, when it comes to your family, you might be in a situation where your family don't even recognize who you are no more. They can't even believe who you are and what you're accomplishing or where you stay or what you're doing or what you got going on, because they only remember you from when you was a younger person. But all that stuff is in this book, man. I had to get on here and tell y'all about this book, The 7 Mountain Prophecy. I'm put the affiliate link down in the comment section if you want to buy this book. I really suggest this read, because I tell you, man, everything that Johnny Enlow and his wife Elizabeth, everything they talking about in this book, man, it really came to pass like a true prophecy. You know what I mean? And I'm crazy dumbfounded about it. Like, I was shocked to know, like, God told me, like, hey, you remember that book you read in your room? He was like, go in there and find that book and you'll see what I'm doing right now in the earth. And I'm just like, yo, it makes sense. All this stuff is crashing because God is not happy with the people who have power, who are not opening up the doors for his people who need to have the power. You feel me? So what you seeing right now, this whole, I don't get into the gossip talk and I don't talk about people. But like I said, this whole Diddy and all this Epstein stuff and who else out there? R. Kelly and you know, these actors and actresses, Will Smith and his family. And man, that's why you see all this stuff messing up. It's crashing. Because these people, man, I gotta understand, man, these people, most of these people is probably evil. I mean, I wouldn't know because I ain't never been like rich. I ain't never been like, I don't want to be famous, as a matter of fact, but I ain't never been no famous celebrity or nothing. So I don't really know what it's like on that side. But I can imagine, like, if you have that much power and that much prosperity and that much success, I can imagine you'll get to a point you become so accustomed to it, you just feel like you can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta understand, man, it been some families in power and people in power for so long, man. These people have become like, oh man, I can imagine, man. They probably is evil. I mean, they probably is doing witchcraft. They probably is doing sorcery and magic and black magic and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, just think about it. Being a person like yourself, you ain't perfect either. And you probably have sinned and come short of the glory of God. But just imagine you thinking that you can't even be held accountable for your sin. Just imagine if there was no condemnation, or actually, my bad, no conviction over the sin that you was doing because everybody loves you just because you just rich or you famous. That's a lot, probably. That's a lot to fathom. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing, like, you know, these celebrities and these famous people, like, just, man, they got mansions all over the country, the world. They limitless. Their life is limitless. They can do whatever they want and think that they can get away with it. You know what I mean? And so, I just want to tell y'all about this book, man. This is a good read right here if you like to read. It's crazy, man, how all that stuff is coming to pass right now. And I think that Diddy, that's just the beginning, man. You know, that's just the beginning. Whatever he did, I guess he did it because he being brought to the courts and stuff like that. And he up under the radar now, but hey, he might be innocent. I don't know. I didn't know him personally. I didn't hang out with Diddy. I don't know. I never seen him in my life. You know, but these men, these women, these people, these new modern day music artists who out here performing spells on people, who teaching. You got women, music artists and women, like, they selling their soul and you know, downgrading modern day women and manifesting all this this attitude with girls and stuff like that, to where they calling each other bees just for like slang. You know, you got girls out here saying bruh now, and like, you gotta understand, folks, all this stuff was fed to us from people in high places on one of these 7 mountains. All this stuff was fed to us. You feel me? The educational system was fed to us. It was taught to us. You know what I mean? The media is fed to us. We don't have people that can control that. I don't know nobody personally that do news or nothing like that, but just look at what's going on. Look at how the news is. They don't do nothing but praise negative energy all day, every day. That's what they do. You'd be lucky if you turn on something on the news and it's educational. Okay, but these people have been feeding toxic energy to people like you, me, your family, and they family for years. Don't you think it should come to an end, let somebody else do it? You know what I mean? That's why it's so much confusion right now with the whole election. It's just, people is confused. Like, who is this candidate? Why is he special? Who is his dude? This dude, he been rich all his life. He don't know what people really need, do he? But I know I would rather vote for somebody who definitely can get the economy part right, like literally, because that's what is killing people right now the most, is finances. I told you, man, I go to the grocery store every now and again to get me some lunch and stuff like that sometimes. And man, I tell you, man, the grocery store quiet. I know over here where I stay out here, it is super quiet. You can hear crickets in that mug. Only thing you hear is the music playing, and then you see the workers talking to each other like this, like, yeah. They ain't even working. People go to work nowadays, they ain't even in there working. Because ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody consuming nothing. You know what I mean? If you still doing good financially right now, you probably got a business. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a business that where your consumers don't matter for you to make money. You can still generate revenue without having people to buy stuff from you. You understand? And you know, all this stuff is spiritual warfare, man. If you ask me, it's all spiritual. You feel me? So that's all I got to say right now. I ain't gonna talk no more today. I'm about to get in here and watch this football game. No, not Colorado Buffaloes, but I'm about to watch the Patriots, whoever they about to play. Hey Alexa, who the Patriots play today? Hey Alexa, who do the Patriots play today?
Right now in the Thursday night football game, the New England Patriots are losing to the New York Jets.
Oh, they playing the New York Jets. Shout out to New York out there. Y'all might win this one tonight with the Patriots, because I heard they ain't no good. But anyway, man, shouts out to the Colorado Buffs out there, boy. I be watching y'all channel out there, boy. Y'all got a cool channel, boy. I was watching y'all every day. I be watching y'all boys, man. Y'all keep y'all head up and keep doing it prime time, man. You feel me? It's your big bro TREN, man. Get in contact with me if you want to holler at me, man, verbally on the phone. Look in the comment section for my sessions, and look in the comment section if you want to purchase this book right here by Johnny Enlow. Shouts out to Johnny Enlow and his wife Elizabeth for making this book, The 7 Mountain Prophecy. It's a blessing, and it is really coming to pass. So get this book, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep God number one, man. And stay focused. Stay focused. Peace.